What's going on, my Jack brother? Coach Scott here. In today's video, we're gonna talk about how to stay lean while living your life to the fullest and enjoying your favorite treats. This is a topic I've been receiving a lot of questions about lately from guys like Ryan, who's tired of how he feels from the weight regain he experiences after every cutting phase that he goes through. He's starting to realize that it's been detrimental to his health and his overall well-being, and he wants to do something about it. And guys like John, who wants to hear more tips about what I do to stay lean and really enjoys following along with my vlogs where I don't just consume whole, natural, nutrient-rich healthy foods, but also incorporate some of my favorite processed treats. Hearing questions like this totally makes my day because I find that staying lean is an even more rewarding experience than getting lean. Because when you find your physique sweet spot, you're able to reap the benefits of your hard work 365 days a year, where you're going through each day, looking your best, feeling your best, living your life with confidence, pride, zest, and vitality. And if you've been following my channel for a little while, you would have seen a recent video with one of my coaching clients, Mario, where he talked about his sweet spot is about 5 to 10 pounds where he looks his best and feels his best. He talked about the impact that staying lean has had on all areas of his life. And Jeff, one of my other coaching clients, was on recently where we talked about how he transitioned from fat loss after losing 70 pounds to maintenance to a gentle calorie surplus where he's focused on building muscle while staying lean. And right now he is living his life to the fullest, really soaking up every moment with his young kids. Again, going through each and every day, it's really sinking into him. He's really starting to resonate with the idea of going through each day with confidence, pride, zest, and vitality. Now that he's at this point, he actually understands why I've been preaching so much about this for all these years. Now, more than diet, more than any of the workout programs I followed, the number one reason I've been able to stay lean all these years has been the shift in mindset I've experienced. Much like Ryan, when I lost 50 pounds 11 years ago, my mindset immediately switched to muscle building mode and eating big to get big. During an 8-month muscle building phase, I gained 30 pounds, and I found that second half of that muscle building phase, I wasn't feeling good at all. I was feeling sluggish, I was feeling full, I was feeling bloated, I just didn't feel myself. And then it took 16 weeks to cut that fat, and in the end, I gained maybe a pound of muscle. I thought, holy crap, this isn't worth it. Let's slow it down to 20 pounds of muscle gain. And I did that for the next 4 years, where it would be an 8-month muscle building phase, gaining about 20 pounds, and then about a 12-week cutting phase. And 5 years ago, I was like, you know what, this is still not worth it because I'm still only gaining about a pound of muscle for gaining all this excess fat here. So 5 years ago, I decided to slow it down and only gain about 10 pounds. And each year, I've kind of cut it back down to only gaining 5 to 7 pounds during any of my muscle building phases. And so now I only need to do 4-week mini cuts at the most. So the big shift in mindset that took place 5 years ago is that I became more growth minded, more focused on living each day to the fullest and making the choices that allow me to feel my best, not just in this moment, but will allow me to feel best in the future as well. I kind of like to think of it as paying it forward to my future self. I kind of think of the best version of me a few years from now, reflecting back and thanking me for making the choices that I'm making in this very moment. So it's all about unleashing the best version of myself and really becoming a little bit better each and every day. Now, sometimes the best decision for me in that moment is to enjoy a drink with my best friends or with my dad, or to go to a festival, enjoy some delicious Mexican street tacos, or to go to my favorite cafe and have a coffee cake or a brownie or one of their delicious turkey melts with chips and soup. Or in that moment, the best decision may be to actually turn down those foods. Now, some people may look at turning down those foods as not living your life to the fullest, and they may see it as a sacrifice, but is it really a sacrifice? If I am enjoying those foods occasionally throughout the week in moderation and turning it down occasionally because it's going to give me the opportunity to consume more nutrient-rich foods that truly allow me to feel my best, perform my best, give me the energy to give the best of myself to everything that I'm doing throughout the day, and it pays my future self forward as well, allows me to stay lean in the process where I'm feeling my absolute best each and every day. Is it really a sacrifice? Now, I love food just as much as everybody else, and I realize I can have a small treat each and every day if I wanted to. But I also realize that if I do have a treat every single day, I don't quite feel my best. I would rather consume nutrient-rich whole foods most of the time because it fuels my lifestyle. I also realized that I can't have street tacos or pizza or ice cream every single freaking day because not only will I not fuel my best, those foods aren't loaded with nutrients that allow me to perform my best, but the next following days I'm gonna have to make the sacrifice of eating less. I'm gonna have to be in a calorie deficit to kind of balance things out in order to maintain my weight. But I think one of the biggest shifts in mindset that I've experienced in the past 5 years is that, like 5 years ago, well, after I went through that 12-week cutting phase, I realized the cheat days that I was having, whereas eating in excess, maybe 500 to 1,000 calories above my maintenance level calories, I just didn't feel good. I was afterwards going to bed with acid reflux, so I was struggling, I was tossing and turning in the middle of the night. I just felt sluggish, I just felt gross, I felt bloated. I'm like, this just isn't worth it. So I've really learned to, again, the tried true method of eating in moderation, just eating to the point of satisfaction. I find I get more joy out of the eating experience when I savor every bite. I'm paying attention to my body's cues and realizing, you know what, I can push away this plate right now. I am satisfied. I don't need any more. And if I eat any more, I'm gonna start feeling a little more uncomfortable, and I'm probably not gonna gain any more enjoyment. My taste buds, I've already gotten enough of the enjoyment. I don't need any more to make my taste buds happy at this point. And another shift in mindset I've experienced as of recently is that I am super focused on enjoying absolutely freaking everything that goes in my mouth. That includes the whole natural nutrient-rich foods as well as the treats that I'm consuming as well. And what I was finding recently is that I was eating chips and like peanut butter M&Ms or Ben & Jerry's ice cream on a Friday night out of habit. Those were kind of my go-to treats over the years. And I was realizing, you know what? It's just not all that good. And I think the biggest reason for that is that I've been more adventurous lately. I've been exploring different cafes, different bakeries, different restaurants. And when you get like a really freaking delicious dessert or treat, you're like, holy smokes, like this is worth it. It's worth the calories. It's worth making any kind of sacrifice to reduce my calories either throughout the rest of the day or the following day in order to balance things out. But it's like a true joyous experience there, whereas like the chips, it was mindless eating a treat. It was just automatic habit that I wasn't really getting a full joy from the experience. So that has been a shift in mindset. Once again, when you're having that delicious treat, taking your time, chewing it, savoring every freaking bite, and oftentimes the company that you're with. In addition to having this mindset shift, a heightened sense of awareness has served me tremendously well over the years to stay lean. Like just really recognizing my triggers, and oftentimes it's lack of sleep or dehydration or stress or boredom, but also recognizing like I do enjoy some craft beers, I do enjoy some alcohol, and I know that I gotta keep that in moderation. Like 1 or 2 beers is fine for me, but if I have more than that, my mental decision making is not often the best. That's usually if I have 3 beers, then I'm starting to look through the cupboards, I'm starting to look for other foods. And that goes to another point that that has served me well, is that I just don't have any kind of processed treats in the house right now. If I had chips or ice cream in the house, there's often times where I just mindlessly go and grab them. So when I do want to have one of my favorite treats, I'm gonna make sure I leave the house and go and enjoy it. And I'm going to go to a place that is going to have a treat that I truly, truly enjoy, compared to just having a treat for the sake of having a treat. So having a heightened sense of awareness, not in regards to those triggers, but having a heightened sense of awareness of how these foods, how these meals impact how I feel. Like really being aware, like I enjoyed that meal, I enjoyed that treat, and I enjoyed maybe the first handful of the M&Ms, but eating the entire bag kind of made me upset to my stomach there, and just too much of a sugar rush and all that stuff, and I crashed. So being aware of all those things, and being aware of like how nutrient-rich foods make you feel. So when you go a few days of just consuming whole natural nutrient-rich foods, like how do you feel? How's your performance in the gym? How's your energy? How's your focus? How's your overall productivity? Are you able to give more of yourself to each and every day? And are you preparing those foods in a way that you enjoy, that absolutely freaking taste delicious, that you crave? Because that's the other, like everything I eat, I crave. And the other thing that has helped me is simple structure. Like I eat a lot of the same meals all the time. Some of the same meals each and every day. I have the shake for breakfast with 1 cup of kefir, 1 cup of unsweetened cashew milk, an asslow of spinach, a banana, a scoop of protein powder in there. I have that every day for breakfast. My second meal is usually 4 free-range eggs with some mixed veggies, and then on the side I have a bowl of 2/3 cup oats, 140 grams of frozen mixed berries. My third meal is usually 260 grams of plain Greek yogurt, along with 140 grams of frozen mixed berries. A lot of times I've been having some maca extract with each of those meals. I'm trying to get a little bit more variety in my nutrition, but I look forward to those, and those are kind of the automatic behaviors. It's just mindless eating for me. It's like, all right, if I'm thinking of, all right, I want a special thing, I want to try a different meal recipe or whatever, I'm like, all right, I don't have time for that. I'm just gonna make whatever I usually make because I know it's quick and easy. At least it's mindless eating and effortless eating with whole, natural, nutrient-rich foods rather than going through the drive-through and getting a coffee and a donut or a bagel for breakfast there. So simple structure with foods and meals that I absolutely freaking enjoy. Again, it makes it mindless, effortless, and I kind of know I know, like, I haven't tracked calories. I hardly ever track calories anymore. I've put in the work. I've put in the effort and that heightened sense of awareness while tracking my intake, that I know the foods that I'm eating. I have a great intuition with whether or not I'm around my maintenance level calories. And again, just based on my satiety level and everything as well, but I'm great at eyeballing the portion sizes because I've been having a lot of these same meals for years and years and years. So I kind of know, like, after those first 3 meals a day, where about I am roughly with my calorie intake and how big my dinner can be, or if I can incorporate a snack, or if I eat a certain treat, I know I've got to just reduce what I eat a little bit throughout the day. So simple structure helps really well, but simple structure with heightened sense of awareness is absolutely crucial. And beyond diet, my lifestyle remains the same. Whether I am losing fat, maintaining my weight, or trying to build muscle, all the activities that I do them year round. I freaking love hitting the gym. I love paddleboarding during the warmer months, or getting out for a bike ride. I love walking all year long with my furry homie Chief there. So I live an active lifestyle. I live my life to the fullest. I'm doing things that bring joy to my life all year long. So it's really just the portion sizes that I'm consuming that is a difference whether I'm trying to lose fat, maintain my weight, or build muscle. But I'm always have that heightened sense of awareness, always keeping things in check, and just focused on giving the best of myself, living to each and every day, living my life to the fullest each and every day. Like, what's going to allow me to feel my best today and in the future? So like I said, it is more of a mindset shift than it is following a certain diet, a certain workout program. It's just doing what is in your best interest, making the choices that's going to allow you to present the best version of yourself today and in the future. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do me a favor and smash that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that alert button so you're notified each time I upload a video. If you know a fellow bro who would benefit from watching today's video, please do me a favor and share it with them. But more than anything, I would love to hear from you down in the comment section below. Share your thoughts, share your insights, share your feedback. Let me know if you have any topics you'd like me to cover in future videos. So thanks a lot to Ryan and John for bringing up this great topic of staying lean. I freaking love it. I'm sure I'm going to be covering it more. I've done some videos in the past on this topic because I believe it's so crucially important. And like I said, so freaking rewarding, more rewarding than just getting lean, because you're living your life to the fullest 365 days a year. Before you go, don't forget to download your free guide, Lose Fat, Get Jacked. Have yourself an amazing day. Catch you in the next video.